Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the PivotBoss pre-market video for Wednesday, January 4th, 2023. Happy New Year, everyone. I hope you had a fantastic holiday and New Year. Looking forward to a phenomenal 2023 here at PivotBoss. Here is a look at the daily time frame of the ES. One thing you'll notice here is that the ES has developed a narrow range over the last couple of weeks of trading. The previous session here, the first trading day of the year, gave us the edges that could be in play basically the rest of the week. These edges are in line with the range that has developed over the prior week as well. We have a very clear narrow range here that's developed as we kind of get our bearings about ourselves to begin the new year. Some economic data points coming up here with FOMC meeting minutes later today. We have initial jobless claims on Thursday, and we also have the NFP report on Friday, January 6th. So we have the market looking toward those reports here, and soon we could be looking at a breakout from this range. Now keep in mind, this market has continued to hold at the lows after the recent rejection here. That was a rejection on this upper line, and it kind of kept us again within the downtrending channel that has developed over the prior year. So that downtrending channel right there is still in play, and we have still moved down off the upper edge here after the higher high failure, after rejection at value, a narrow range here. The expectation would be for a continuation downward here and testing the previous year's low. So that would be the early indication here this week, or this to begin the year. And any rally here again could be met with selling pressure for a decline downward. Keep an eye on a breakout from this range. Typically, if we can get a strong breakout to the upside, perhaps there's a retest up toward VWAP up above. But again, the downtrending channel remains firmly intact with a downward bias. If we take a look here at the NQ, you'll see right here the NQ also rejected here recently. Big strong rejection at the previous year's low. We have now seen a drop and a hold at these lows. Again, last week's range has been very narrow with a downward bias here. Any bounce could still be seen as a selling opportunity as the market continues to push toward the previous year's low. Again, the downward channel remains intact, and really in order for significant strength to be seen, got to get back above that 12,400 level, 12,500. That can open up maybe a move back toward 14, but that would be the best case scenario. And right now we're still downtrending. We still see a very clear downward structure here within this channel, and the expectation is for new lows ahead below the previous year's low of 10,484s. If we take a look here at crude oil right now down 2.5% at the moment, down big yesterday as well, as the early push above 80 was rejected. You can see here, this is the prior year's close. Price actually closed just above it this time around. And you also see right now the initial prices above that year's close is currently being rejected, and we're seeing a drop. So the downward trend remains intact here at the moment. We could be looking at a test at the prior year's low here of 70.08, or that's the previous year's low and the previous month's low. That could be ahead. So all of these markets still firmly entrenched within their downtrends and seeing early selling pressure so far. If we take a look here at gold futures, gold right now showing some early strength, so looking a bit different than, say, almost opposite to crude oil. It has been in an uptrend here lately. This day right here and this surprise triple bottom with the squat bar, that was a significant market structure recovery, and we knew that if we could just get above 1680, there was a shot to take us back towards 1640. Through 1640 gave us 1830 to 1820. So we reached those targets by the end of the year, and now compression with an ascending wedge and now breaking to the upside over the last couple of days. That's very strong. Very strong move. It could be an early bullish move here for gold. So the previous year's close 1830, that's a big time level, and that's basically where we closed this year, 1830. So any pullback here could be seen as a buying opportunity as the market basically starts to work higher within the prior market structure, perhaps back toward 1900 or even 1960. So we could be looking at more strength ahead. Any pullbacks could be a buying opportunity unless we see significant rejection. So right now, starting the year strong. If we take a look lastly at the YM right now up just shy of 0.5% within its narrow range. A sharp rejection here, higher high rejection at these highs. A big drop here. Never got the impulsive midpoint there. So no key range. We'll actually take that off right now, and instead a narrow range has developed at these lows. Very nice edges from Tuesday's session here, and those edges are within the last couple of weeks here of trading. So narrow range price action right now. Again, after this higher high failure and the drop, we're seeing a narrow range here just above yearly VWAP. Again, a failure to hold that midpoint of the previous month here could lead to a bit more weakness down below, but this one clearly against the ES and especially against the NQ, this one clearly a bit more bullish here. But a failure to get back above 33.8 could suggest a continuation downward within the current market structure. All right, that is it for now. We'll see how this plays out heading into the rest of the session. Good luck, trade well, and Happy New Year.